Hi guys, this is the Royal We. My name is Kevin, and in this video presentation, we're going to be looking at the 3 people to avoid in order to protect yourself from narcissistic abusive relationships. Now, what I'm really going to be talking about are 3 personality types that you want to watch out for, and we're going to take a really good look at the specific characteristics and attributes of these people that make them so dangerous, and we're going to look at why they're red flags, warning you that you need to stay away to protect yourself from potential narcissistic abuse. Now, the reality is that it's not always easy to identify these people. It's not as easy as it would be to, say, identify a crazed lunatic waving a knife around. But as we know, these people can be just as dangerous mentally, emotionally, oftentimes physically. And so it's good to be able to recognize the red flags so that you can stay out of these relationships. Now, before we get into identifying the people, let me first tell you that I am not making this up. This is not new information, guys. These personality types and their characteristics have existed for generations, right? As a matter of fact, we can go to the year 1000 BC. The very first psalm of the Old Testament of the Bible talks about these 3 personality types. Let's go ahead and read Psalm 1 together. Blessed is the one who does not walk in the way of the wicked, or stand in the way of the sinners, or sit in the company of mockers. It's clearly contrasting the difference between good people and bad people right there. And it's clearly saying stay away in order to be blessed. Now, modern psychology uses the same 3 personalities in what they call the dark triad. It was developed in the 1900s. And the dark triad labels these people as being malevolent or just evil-minded, hostile, and malignant, and definitely not people that you want to hang out with, right? They have, in their dark triad, they have narcissism, psychopathy, and Machiavellianism. Those are the 3. Machiavellianism is especially hard to say and spell, but irregardless, it's the same 3 personality types, just said in a different way. Both the Bible and psychology, right? They both affirm the same thing, that this is bad news, and you want to stay away from these people. Now, one of the common questions that people have coming out of narcissistic abuse is, why me? Why do I keep attracting abusive people into my life? Why do I keep attracting these narcissists? First of all, let me tell you that I promise you that you are not a narcissistic magnet, okay? You do not walk around with a big sign on your back that says, please come and seep into my life and destroy me, all right? They are not in particularly attracted to just you. The truth is that narcissistically abusive people, all abusive people and bullies, they roam around this world like starving wolves, because that's basically what they are, looking for anybody that they can eat from, anybody to feed them, to feed their ego. That's all they are. They're just, nasty animals that just roam around. And so as soon as you understand that, the question you're going to want to ask yourself is, why do you let them in once you see that there are red flags? Why do you give in to them? Because once you give in to them, then they're able to pounce. So the goal, especially after this video, is to stop playing around with these people. You're playing with fire. Stop engaging. Detach yourself completely. In this video, I want to help you to recognize the characteristics and the attributes of these people that you're going to see in your everyday life and in your everyday interactions, and allow these things to serve as red flags so that you do not get too close. So let's go ahead and get started. The first person we're going to talk about, personality type, is the egotist. Now, the egotist can come across as very confident, and that can be alluring, but I promise you it's anything but confidence that this person displays. Their constant self-promoting, which is a key to understanding this person, is usually of exaggerated or even completely made-up accomplishments, guys, fabricated lies. And what happens is that other people's accomplishments, as you get closer to this individual, others go unnoticed. Others' accomplishments go unnoticed, or they're minimized or demeaned, or they devalue things that other people accomplish, because in their world, nobody can accomplish what they can. They have to be the best. So their constant self-promoting is the first key to let you know that nobody can or will be able to be better than them. The next key to recognize this individual, to stay away from them or not get too close, is their grandiose idea of their own self-importance. This is a little bit more dark And a little bit more sinister, guys, this is a dark and demeaning view of the world around them. It basically it allows them to believe that nothing works without this individual. You will often hear this grandiose idea of their own self-importance being displayed if they are bad-mouthing, say, the company they work for, upper management, their managers, their supervisors. It's common to hear them tell you that nobody knows what they're doing, not even the managers, not even the owners of the company. And if it wasn't for, this person, the egotist, the whole company would fall apart. They do the same thing in family situations. The family doesn't know what they're doing. The dad is dumb. The mom is dumb. Nobody knows what they're doing. And if it wasn't for them, the whole family would fall apart. Ultimately, the danger in this is if you get involved with them too deeply, is that you will be nothing without them, and they will make you feel that way. They will push that upon you. So this is another sign, their grandiose idea of their own self-importance. If you come across this, it's a red flag, stay away. The third thing to look out for is their sensitivity to criticism. Now, I'm not talking about being mean to these people. I'm talking about you trying to offer helpful solutions in any way, shape, or form. This can often result in upsetting them, and you'll get that stare. How dare you know more than this person? This is a red flag. You want to stay away from that. All right? Not a good situation there. Now, number 2 is the manipulator. Now, the manipulator is a very dangerous individual. Manipulators use seduction, and their seduction tactics use both positive or negative reinforcement in order to lower people's defenses to get what they want. An example of positive reinforcement would be over-exaggerated compliments. Now, don't get me wrong. It feels good when someone compliments you and tells you how good you look and on and on and on. We all get it. But the key to understanding the seductive nature of the manipulator is that it will oftentimes seem exaggerated. It may seem out of place or out of context. So while you might like the compliment, if they give you positive reinforcement, it also might feel a little bit awkward. Okay, that's a red flag. If it seems out of place, it's because it was, and what they're doing is fishing to try to lure you in. An example of negative reinforcement would be them maybe lending a sympathetic ear. So be careful what you let the manipulator know. For example, if you talk about having problems at home, negative reinforcement would come across as saying, well, I would never treat you that way. Or I would make you feel a whole lot better. Or you need me in your life, basically, is what the goal is. All of this is in order to manipulate you, to let your guard down, your defenses down, and let them into your life. The second key to understanding the manipulator is their evasion and diversion tactics. If you find that you have a hard time getting a straight answer, if they evade certain questions and start going all over the place, or they use diversion, they just change the conversation altogether. This is a sign, guys. This is actually a precursor to gaslighting, where they ultimately end up flipping the conversation or flipping things back onto you and towards you, making you feel like you're the one with the problems, you're the one with the issues. It's all a part of evasion and diversion in order to get what they want. The third key to look out for, is that they're always the victim. If you're hanging out with somebody and they're always the victim of somebody else, they're the victim of abuse from their daddy or mommy, or they're the victim of the weather. They're the victim of the traffic, everything. They're complaining constantly. All right. They're always fault finding. This is playing the victim. You want to be careful around this, because at some point you will be the reason that they are a victim, and you will have a lot of people coming against you. So you want to watch out for the manipulator who seems to always be the victim. Now, the number 3 personality that we want to watch out for is the antisocial. And now the antisocial does not mean what it sounds like. Antisocial does not mean that they are the shy person that stands in the corner not talking to anybody. Okay, that is shy. That's being a shy person. Antisocial is actually a very dangerous, unprincipled individual. One of the most dangerous individuals on the list here. They are the mockers of authority. Okay, they're basically careless and reckless. The term antisocial comes about because of their antisocial, socially acceptable behavior. Basically, they're careless, they're reckless. One of the key things to look out for is they're impulsive. They do things without any forethoughts of consequences or any problems. They just don't take into consideration anything except for their impulsive need at that moment. This can obviously be very dangerous. I don't need to go into the details about that, but you want to watch out for impulsiveness. The second key is they're selfish. So even if they were to be told, hey, please don't do this, please don't do that, their selfish nature has no consideration of other people's thoughts. They don't have any consideration for people's things or other places, right? Their selfish nature is such that they just don't care. They're careless about that. And the third thing to look out for is they're remorseless. They don't feel sorry for anybody else. They don't feel sorry if they cause damage. Let's say they get caught doing something, they'll be mad if they get caught, sure. And if they get punished, they'll be mad and upset and disappointed that they're being punished as a result. But they will not have any remorse for any of the damage that they have caused to themselves or to others. The jail system, guys, is full of antisocial individuals who have recklessly and carelessly put their own lives and other people's lives in danger, have taken people's lives just by their impulsive, selfish, and remorseless nature. All right, so you want to definitely watch out for the antisocial. I know it seems sometimes that people find maybe their impulsiveness cool or whatever. No. You want to watch out for that. You are being awakened. And part of the pain that you're dealing with coming out of narcissistic abuse is that you're awakening to the fact that you have these people in your life. And this can include loved ones, parents, children, siblings, spouses, and friends. If we look at these personalities on a scale, you will recognize that you know a lot of people who you love who fit into one of these categories. And your eyes are opening up to the realities of the world that we live in, that this evil does exist, and it exists extremely close to home. So a change is going to be taking place in your life. So it's going to be pushing you to start to cut away your attachments to these people. And this has to be done in order for you to live your life to its fullest and become all that you're called to be. You have to start cutting away these people. You have to start cutting them out of your life and detaching. It's not easy. And that's what the pain is really all about. Because like I said, it includes people that you may really love. But I want to make a promise to you as you work on these and you start to cut these people out of your life, a new peace and a new joy that's going to come with awareness and true confidence is just going to fall upon you. You're going to start living a new life that's no longer dependent on these people changing their ways because they never will, but you're going to be independent. You're going to be your own individual. You're going to be detached from the evil that exists in the world. Even though it surrounds you, you will not be a part of it and you will not intimately be involved with it anymore so that it will not hurt you in the way it has hurt you in the past. And now this is only the first step, but it is a big step, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Please leave your comments. And if you like this presentation, leave me some encouragement to keep making it. You can contact me. My telephone number is at the end of this video. And please subscribe. Thanks, guys.
It's cold out here and things get a little fogged up. I really hope that you liked the video that I shared. And guys, if you do, I would really appreciate if you would subscribe to my channel so you can stay up to date with all the latest material that I'm going to put out. Also, take advantage of the fact that I leave my telephone number right there for you to contact me. Now, I am working on a course, and in time the course will be available, and I hope to become more of a life coach and be able to help you through and walk you through the process of healing even more than I am right now. But until that time comes, take advantage of the fact the phone number is there. I do my best to answer each and every one of your phone calls, and I appreciate your comments. I appreciate all of your tips that would help me to better help you. Thank you guys so much for being a part of the Royal We and for sharing this journey with me.